So this is your 1 week follow-up with your new hearing aids. And so I just, as far as what were some of the concerns you had prior to coming in to have your hearing tested?
I didn't think that really they would do me much good because I have had other hearing aids and I have not been happy with them at all.
And that makes it pretty discouraging to move forward and want to go invest money and go through the trouble if it's not going to work and help. Mm-hmm. And so what has been your experience now 1 week later after being fit with your Audible hearing aids?
I feel like I died and gone to heaven. I'm hearing things that I have not heard for years. And it's clear, it's understandable. I don't go around saying, huh? What? I can't hear you. Or I just look at people and smile and they think I'm a little weird because I didn't know what they said. But I hear now. I hear now.
Well, we're so glad you found us. One of the other portions that's unique to Audible is we do use teleaudiology. So we web conferenced in Dr. Collins to give more than one hearing professional a recommendation. And we do that because we want to give you the best recommendation. But how did you feel about the telehealth program and the process with talking to Dr. Collins?
It was quite reassuring. It really was, to have his input on my problem, even though he was hundreds of miles away. I felt really good about it. Didn't you?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
And from a loved one's perspective, how has the difference been with communication?
Oh, night and day. Yeah. Well, it's just nice because, she gets a sense of dignity back. Like she was saying, she would go to places and she'd either have to hide in the corner so nobody would talk to her, or else she would just say, smile and, agree when, it makes her look silly. And you can't feel good when you're like that in a situation. But she's just been, you can tell that she made such a change in her life because she's just quote unquote normal.
Yeah.
And you're going to love that. I'm going to put this on national TV, Mother. But the first thing she said when we got home, this is something a woman doesn't want to hear, but this is how good the hearing aids are. She said, I can hear my thighs rubbing together. That's such a slight thing, but she said, she says, I can't believe it. I can hear my pants rubbing together. And that's fantastic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hear it every day and I wish I didn't, but you know what I mean?
It is. It's bringing back all those sounds that you're not hearing, but most importantly, bringing back the communication with your loved ones. And, so you can hear at church, you can hear at the movies, you can hear in the car. Mm-hmm. And I'm just so glad that we're able to give that level of technology that realistically, 20 and 30 years ago, we just didn't have. Even 2 and 3 years ago, the difference in today's technology is so much.
But not only that, like when you were giving her test and you said that, well, since she hasn't heard really for 10 years, I don't know how much I can help you. And I was like, oh my gosh, see, Mom, I told you should have come in. And I was kind of worried that you couldn't help her, but with these wonderful things, you were still able to do that.
Yep, her test scores are very optimistic, and that's why it's so important for patients to seek help as soon as possible.
And the neat thing, I've gone, a week today? Wasn't that last Tuesday we were in here? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I haven't had to change batteries yet. My other batteries lasted 3 or 4 days, and I'm still going strong.
That is good. In fact, it showed they were almost 50% when we hooked up to the, So yeah, that's great. So I think you're doing wonderful. We're so glad that you found us. We're so glad to have you as a patient. And the best part, like I mentioned before, is it's a long-term relationship. From here on out, you're going to have this hearing loss forever, but we're going to be here to help you forever.
That's super. That is super. Best thing.